Hello, and welcome to Learn a Little Sign Language. My name is Ellen, and I'm a librarian with Fauquier County Public Libraries here in Warrenton, Virginia, and we're offering this sign language series as part of our summer reading program this year. Last week, we learned how to fingerspell, and this week I wanted to take some time to teach you how to introduce yourself when you meet someone using fingerspelling and signs. And before I start, I wanted to mention that in sign language, if you've been wondering which hand do I use to sign, you want to use your dominant hand. My dominant hand is my right hand. That's the hand that I write with, that I eat with, that I zip with. It does most of my work for me. Now, some people are left hand dominant. You use your left hand to zip, to eat, to cut, and to write. That would be the hand that you use for signing. So if you're fingerspelling, if you're right-handed, fingerspell with your right hand. If you're left-handed, fingerspell with your left-handed. Some signs are formed using two hands, and often the hands do the same thing. But if you're doing a sign that uses two hands and their motions are different, your strong hand is the one that will be moving. So church would be with your strong hand moving onto your still left hand or a weaker hand. Okay, so let's talk about how to introduce yourself. Now remember, in ASL, grammar is different, word order is often different. And actually, it's not possible to talk in English and sign ASL simultaneously because of those differences in grammar. Let's start with the phrase, "Hi, my name is Ellen." The word "is" in ASL is not even produced. And let me teach you the little basic signs that would go in there. So how do you say hi? Hi. This hand comes up, it touches your forehead and comes out. Hi. Hi. Me or my. Name. You're going to use both hands and you're going to use that A shape. Do you remember how to do your A? And your right hand, your strong hand, will be on top of your other hand and you tap it. Name is, and then you're going to spell your name. So let me do that all together. Hi, my name Did you notice that my name has two letters that are the same? Were you able to read my name when I spelled it? Let me show that to you again. I have two L's in my name. Let me show you how not to do it. You're not going to reopen your hand for those L's. There's going to be a little motion that shows that there's two L's. Okay, are you ready? Let's do it together. Do it with me. And when we come to the part where you spell your name, see if you can spell at least the first couple letters of your name. Are you ready? It takes a while to be comfortable learning how to sign your name, doesn't it? After you've learned how to introduce yourself, hi, you might like to ask the other person what their name is. And this is where you need to learn a little bit of ASL grammar. In ASL, when you're asking questions, you do two things. One is you move forward And if you're asking a WH question, your eyebrows are going to go down like you're puzzled, like this. And also in ASL grammar, the question word comes at the very end of your question. So in English, we would say, what is your name? In ASL, you would go, okay, this is the sign for you. Name, remember how to do name? What is it? And when you do that, your eyebrows come down because you're asking a question and you're puzzled. Let's try doing that again. Good job. And then your friend might answer, my name is blah, 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 like my. And then you could say, oh, it's nice to meet you. Nice is signed. You put one hand out and you just brush your other hand across it. Let me show you from the side. Nice. And to meet you, in ASL, it includes a couple of concepts that we had to use several words in English to do. So we have these two fingers, which represent people. And this will be you, and this is me. Meet you. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's try putting that together. I'm going to pretend that I'm two people. First, I'll be Ellen, and then I'll be Jane. Are you ready? Were you able to do that with me? I'm going to do it one more time, and I want you to try to do it with me. Here we go. First, I'm going to say, hi, my name is Ellen. What is your name? And the other person will say, hi, my name is Jane. Nice to meet you. Okay, are you ready? There you go, your first little conversation in ASL. Now I would like to teach you the signs for people around us. And of course, the most important people around us are our family. The sign for family is made by using two F hand shapes. If you remember how to do your F, they start at the top, facing out, and curl around in a circle as if you're enclosing your family in a group together. Family. Mother or mom, take your 5 hand shape, put the thumb on your chin. Mother or mom. All of the female signs, the girl signs, are going to be placed down near your chin. The sign for girl is like this. It began over 200 years ago. 200 years ago, women always wore a hat that would tie under their chin. And so this is where the sign for girl came from. At least that's what I've always been told. And boy is made by grasping up here at your forehead as if you had a hat that you were going to tip, because boys used to always wear hats. Boy. And the sign for dad, similar to mom, your open hand up here on your forehead. So if you have a mom and a dad, you may end up with a baby in your family. This is a sign for baby. Now, if that baby is a girl, then it's going to be the daughter. You take the sign for girl and bring it down to the baby, and that becomes daughter. And of course, if you have a boy, it's going to be your son. Son. And if you have a boy and a girl, they are going to be a brother. Tip your hat and bring it down to this shape. You're going to have two hands, each of them with a finger up. They're going to end up being placed right on top of each other like this. So you'll come from the forehead down to this. And that means brother and sister, very similar. The girl sign that comes down to sister. Now, most families have at least one, if not 2, 3, 4, or more grandparents. And so let's learn the sign for grandmother. Take your 5 shape. It's like mother, but it comes out, signifying that it's a generation out. Grandma. And grandpa, same thing. It's the sign for dad, but it comes out. Grandpa. Who else could be in our family? How about an aunt? You have your A shape, and you kind of circle it around here near your chin. Or an uncle. You're going to use your U shape and just circle it up here near your temple. And of course, your aunt and your uncle are going to have children, and you call those children cousins. Take your C hand shape and just twist it near your head. So we have mom, dad, baby, daughter, son, brother, sister, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, cousin. Who else is important in our lives? Well, I think friends are very important. We all have friends. And here is the sign for friend. We're going to be using that X hand shape that you learned. And this is also like 2 people coming to meet each other, and then they hug each other. That's the sign for friend. Let me put it up close for you to see. Friend. Now that you know the signs for all of our family members, we can combine 2 of the skills you learned today, and I can tell you the names of my parents. Let me show that up close. Were you able to read it? Did you notice that 2 letters in her name are the same? My mom's name is Emma. My dad's name is Joe. Before we go, I'd like to introduce you to a fantastic website, ASL Nook. It's a family of 4 a deaf mom, deaf dad, and 2 daughters who present a whole series on ASL in their home, acting things out with their children. It's a really great way to review your signs and to learn some new things. So I highly recommend visiting ASL Nook. Now it's time to say goodbye. I had fun again. I hope you had some fun today, and come back next week. We'll have even more fun. See you later.